My shelves are tight. Library sale, massive haul coming up.
Guys, it's MJ. Guess what time of year it is? Oh, it's the big book sale today. So I've got my quarters. I'm going to put them in the meter. The library is over that way. I have to get a bag. I have a book to return. I have a DNF. The clever little thing. Yeah, no, no, thank you. I couldn't do it. So there's people in there already. I'm going to get in there. So I'm going to take you along with me. Maybe I could film some stuff. So there's no line, but there's a lot of people, and it's always hot because it's in a plastic tent. So I dressed appropriately today.
I went to the library and I got me some books. I'm not sure how many are in here, but I bought $41 worth. It was $10 to get in. All proceeds go to the library directly. And let's dive in, okay? All right. First thing is one of the treasures that I picked up. I don't know why anybody else didn't pick it up. They just must be daft. It's an original first edition of True Grit. I paid $3 for it. I think I paid $3. I might have paid $2. I'm not sure. But it's beautiful. And it's got deckled edges. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Nothing. Nothing. Beautiful. If you are into June on the Range, if you've never read a Western, this is absolutely fantastic. The book, but also the audiobook for a number of reasons. True Grit is an amazing story. I can't recommend it enough. I gave it 5 stars. Cool. I have so many book piles right now. Okay. Then I picked up, this is the other treasure that I found. This is John Coyne, The Searing, paperback from hell. Very famous cover. Decent condition. There's a little mark there. But other than that, I mean, it's fine for paperback from hell. And I got it for $1. I got it for $1. Yep. Sells for at least $10 online. So my library sale, I go every year. Okay, just a little interlude here. It was one of the more crowded events that I've seen in the history of going on day one. Day one, you must pay $10 unless you have like a coupon. Last year they sent me a coupon. This year I fell off the list, so I got to get back on the list. Where you pay $10 and you get early access before it's open to the general public. It's worth the price of admission because you get the first stab at books, right? But there's some people that just, and everybody, you do you, babe. But I've never seen so many people pay the $10 to get in. There had to be at least 100 people when I walked in, and I walked in literally 5 minutes after it opened because I'm not waiting in a line. That's not me. No, I'm not waiting in a line. Sorry. All right, so back to this. I picked up Ray Bradberry. This is the Illustrated Man. I always think of Gareth when he talks about Ray Bradberry, so I'm like, I'll give it a go. It's beat up. I don't care. It was $1. And I love the cover. Paired with that was a writing book. The thing about my library, okay, they have it organized pretty good. Pretty good. They have foreign language, they have antique, they have classics, they have hardcovers, they have soft covers, they have trade, they have your Pattersons and then your Harlequins. You'll have like certain authors like that. They used to have a king. They didn't have a king this year. They also did not have a horror section. They usually crop it in with sci-fi. They didn't even give it a label this year. That is the one complaint that I have. You really had to dig through everything to find any type of horror book. So I will show you what I was able to pick up, but that's the one thing that I would do. listen, I will reach out to them next year and say, you need somebody to curate your horror section? I'll do it. I'll do it. So the Ray Bradberry, I found this, and this is Ray Bradberry, Zen in the Art of Writing. So I'm sure I could learn something from Mr. Bradberry. Why not? So I messaged Gareth about both of these books, and he's like, oh, let's buddy read this. And I said, sure, we'll buddy read a writing book. I'm cool with that. Nice. Yep. All right, so we have that. And to go off on the writing, they also had some of these. Now, these I enjoy. Now, all of these books are donated in one way or another. People's houses, stores, whatever, Overstock. This is one of those fun little prompt journals. This is Complete the Story. And every day it gives you a different prompt. So this is to keep up with my writing skills. And this is also 500 writing prompts. And it's basically the same thing. And I think these were $1. Can't go wrong. Okay. I picked up an Agatha Christie, An Overdose of Death. I like the cover. $1. This was fun. This is a novelization. I think it's a novelization. I went to see this when I was a kid. I think it's a novelization. This was in somebody's attic. This is from 1979. It's The Black Hole. Do you remember the movie The Black Hole? I went to go see it with my mom and I absolutely loved it. And I got the board game after too. All right. Talking about Taylor Jenkins Reid yesterday in my Atmosphere video. Well, I found one and I picked it up. It's The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Everybody talks about it. Everybody raves about it. I had a copy and I gave it away to a pen pal in Germany. So I got my copy back and over 1 million copies sold. So this will be fun. I'm sure I'm going to read it over the summer. Sounds like a good summertime read. And I just love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love her writing style. I keep having to go down here. All right. Oh, this was a fun one. I talk about this all the time when people talk about John Stahl. I'm like, don't y'all remember the cover for The Unloved? And people are like, no, no. This is the cover for The Unloved. I found The Unloved. And it is $1. I just remember seeing this at checkout grocery stores when I was a kid and being like, that's so cool. But I think it might have been, this is Bonnie's copy. I think it might have been a step back cover back in the day where it was a girl and then you open it up and it's a skeleton. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, The Unloved. No idea what it's about, but we'll find out. Another Agatha Christie, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. This sounded really good. I ran into Flossie and oh my God. I ran into Flossie and she had this book and she said, I don't know about it. And I said, oh my God, I would love that book. I said, if you don't want it, I'll take it. And she handed it to me and I'm paging through it. Somebody put a $5 in there. So Flossie, I told her, I said, let's get together for breakfast or coffee or something. So coffee's on me, girl. I love that. And this is, I love Audrey Hepburn. I love her style. I love her movies. There's something about her. I think that's why I kind of like Paige DeSorbo, if you know who Paige DeSorbo is. Her look reminds me of Audrey Hepburn, but with a modern flash, if that makes sense. But I just think Audrey Hepburn is classic, timeless. When I got married, I just wanted to embody myself in her style, and I think I did. But absolutely just loved her. And I got a $5. Cool. All right. This is one of the horror books that I found that was not near anything horror remotely. This is Michael McDowell, The Elementals. We'll give it a go. We'll see. Poppy Z. Bright says it's surely one of the most terrifying novels ever written. So we'll see what's up. Okay, and then they had some modern releases that you pay a little bit more for. So I've seen this everywhere. This is Doppelganger by Naomi Klein. This is something that I'm interested in reading just based on the blurb. Welcome to the mirror world where left is right, fiction is fact, and you may not even recognize yourself. Yeah. What if you woke up one morning and found you'd acquire another self, a double who was almost you and yet not you at all? I feel like that most days. But it sounds really, really good. So I got that. I got The Ministry of Time. I hear a lot of good things about this one. On the back, it says a boy meets girl, the past meets the future, a finger meets a trigger, and the beginning meets the end. Ooh-hoo-hoo. An ingeniously imagined, hilarious romp through time, space, and the human heart that announces an exhilarating new voice in contemporary fiction. Sounds good. And then I got Here in the Dark. This is a novel by Alexis Solowski. This sounds like film noir. A dark and stylish novel of psychological suspense about a young theater critic drawn into a dangerous game that blurs the lines between reality and performance. So, all of those, let's count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 books total for $41. I'll take it. So for everybody that voted in my community poll, obviously the number is 16 or 15 and above by 1. And I was very mindful as to what I was buying. You know, I went through the different sections and I said, oh, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. So I really just went with what called to me. And I think I got some really good, useful books as well as some bangers. Books that slap, like the kids say. All right, everybody. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these books. Please, general statement, don't spoil these for me, okay? The one thing that I can't stand is when someone says, oh, I didn't really get along with the book, but maybe you will. Because that sets a tone in my head, you know? Just wish me well reading, that's all. That's all, okay? Just a little critique, a little feedback for my audience. Don't spoil it for me or anybody else. All right, everybody, that's all I have here. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others, and I'll see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, goodbye for now, and happy reading. Happy Book Babe Summer. Let's go.